trained, the traditional conventional training that I have, the Vedic ceremony, acknowledging the indigenous traditions is very important. So since I'm from the lineage of Ayurveda, I use a lot of the mantra chanting, intention setting. The seven setting is so important, and music is very important. Now, if we have our client, because the music, I don't use it mainly because the client's music will have memories attached to it. So we do not want anything to influence this experience. So the kind of music that I use is the client will be very unfamiliar with. It could be just very instrumental, single, instrument, or very gentle state that they can actually it really penetrates the mind and it could actually enhance the experience and then really take you to what you really need to experience. So a lot of these kind of channels is what the music works. Then as a therapist also, we really have to focus on the safety of the client. The client is having there's no good and bad trip, but if the client is not having a great experience, that is also a learning thing, and we have to just make sure that the client is okay and going into it with good intention and total surrender to embrace any experience that is coming up to them, and that they are in a safe setting. So recently had a client about a week ago who just, in the peak time of the experience said, I want to get out of this, I can't do this anymore, I want to get out of this. There is no getting out. Once you get out, you finish the ride. So we have to hold space for that very gently. And it works in very subtle ways that even telepathically, if I want to sort of communicate something to my client at that time to calm and regulate, they will hear that. That does happen. Now in that space, we are all one. It's an energy field. It does happen. So I use a lot of our own training with Ayurveda and and my training in this country and the indigenous, like you mentioned, ayahuasca. They have a lot of diet and cleansing. That's exactly what I do with my clients, so that they are more developing their trust and rapport and understanding the process and their readiness for the client.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I also, what I do is give them the emergency protocols in case something terrible happens. I'm going to call 911, so they feel okay.
So this will be the last question. I think we're running over time. So this will be the last quick question.
Yeah,
Dr. Shah.
Yeah, I just want to make a quick comment because the Indian mushrooms. So Wichita State University wanted to do a research on mushrooms. So we looked at South America and they developed some mushrooms. So they were talking about we did research, we grow this. And then we went to India. And there are 600 types of mushrooms in India. Each mushroom has different value. They take something in the Siddha tradition, they call it the jayani. So usually, my wife doesn't eat mushroom because, Brahminic, they don't like mushroom, garlic, things. But in Siddha, it's an elixir. It's an elixir and it's been used for a number of years. So you showed the picture, only it's a real thing. There's documentation for more than 4,000 years that the mushroom has been used, and they have used for elixir, and different things are there in mushroom. Just want to substantiate what you told now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As every good thing comes to an end, this family discussion comes to an end. And thank you for being wonderful audience. You have the best audience and we are the best panelists.